Hello. I just want to tell you what a horrible day I had today. I don't remember if I told you how mean my father is and how I stayed here because I ended up disabled and staying at the house, and I think that's what gets him. Uh, he became so mean. He was always physically abusive to me and my brother. My sister used to run away so she would never get caught, but he would always beat us. We had straps in every drawer that you can imagine in the house. My mother would always threaten him to say, your father's going to come home and he'll beat the crap out of you. She didn't say it that nicely, but just to try to control us kids. And we were not bad kids, we were really good kids. And my brother died early. Yeah, I think I told you that, at age 47. And so anyway, staying here, my father had a nurse come here today, and as soon as she left, he got on my case, verbally abused me with every word in the book, called me all kinds of names, how ugly I was, and he didn't want to see my face. And I don't know, because first of all, he was gone for like 3 days. I've called the hospital and everything, and I couldn't find him. Nobody left me a note. He had all these dirty dishes out, and I cleaned it all up, and I cleaned the refrigerator. And every time I do anything for them, they don't even recognize it. Um, so anyway, I don't know what caused this fire on his butt, but he just started yelling and screaming. He's looking for something to throw at me. He started raising his fist like he was going to punch me. I said, go ahead, and I'll call the cops. So I just want to let you know that it is not fun living here. He's chasing me out, and I know it's time to get out of here. It's just too toxic for me to live here. The only thing is, I never made a lot of money, so I didn't pay into Social Security a whole lot, especially in those days, you know. It's like a long time ago. And I never had enough money to move out, and that's why I ended up staying here. But I'll tell you, I didn't want to stay here the minute I even moved in. It was very, very hard for me to deal with the toxicity in the house, and always them feeling like they had the key to kick me out because it was their house. But I couldn't help it because, like I told you, I lost my house in a foreclosure, and all my money that I put into it went down into it. So I'm looking for a way out, and we're going to see what continues, and I'll keep on with my stories and let you know what's happening. Whew. So anyway, what a day it was. It's horrible. I always stay in my room anyway because I don't want to even go near him. I don't want to start a fight. As soon as I come out of my room, he always has something like terrible that he wants to tell me. I've just about had enough of this. I can't take it anymore with his abusiveness. I'm an older, disabled adult, and nobody should be treated like this, not even an animal. So, and my sister's with him because she comes in here, to tell me something, and it's so fake that she comes in here just to look around and see what's going on. So he said, oh, because I have so many fans running, because this is the opposite end of the house. This room doesn't get any air. It's 85 degrees in my room every single day. And also, what was I going to say? I totally lost my train of thought. But so she comes in and sneaks in, and then she tells him that I have all these fans on in here. Well, nobody would ever live here and also pay to live here. Like, I do pay him rent. He's upped it like another $200, and he knows I can't work. He knows I can't get money from anywhere else. And he has just been so mean, and she's so mean to me. And she could have called me, because my neighbor even came over today, and he was in the middle of hearing my father cuss at me and be really mean, and he got in the middle of it, unfortunately. But he just sat down, he stayed out of the way. And so my sister's like this little sneak, comes in here. She's the mole, and she comes in my room and then tells him that I have fans on in my room. But I know there's more that I wanted to tell you. The whole thing is, his true colors really came out today. Showed me his old ways, how he used to beat my mother, put her against the wall. He threw a huge, huge pitcher of Kool-Aid out at her when we lived. This is many years ago, of course. And he said, "Kids, you clean it up." Like all red Kool-Aid all over the place. He was just an animal. And I remember my mom telling me before she passed away that he was getting really mean and he was getting really grumpy, and I just said, passed it off as, oh, it's his old age. He's in his 90s now. So, they didn't leave me any message. They just up and left. And he said, "Oh, didn't you hear the ambulance?" I can't hear anything in this back room here. Of course I have my fan on. So, or I was sleeping or something, and, he just blames me like I didn't come and see him because of that. Well, how am I supposed to know? Like I said, I called the hospital, and they said, no, he's not in there. And I called again another day, and they said, no, he's not in there. So I'm not a mind reader. How am I supposed to do this? And why are you getting angry, so angry? One time he was playing these air darts, and he almost poked my eye out with these things. It was like he purposely was shooting at my sister, and she's like, come on, come on. She walked away, and as soon as she walked away, he shot one, and it almost went in my eye. Luckily, it hit the refrigerator because I was in the kitchen. And I got so mad at him. But just little things that he does and says, I just can't be around him anymore. I've got to get out of here, or I'm going to snap. All right, you take care. Bye-bye. Hope you have a better day than me.